VSO is an international organization where volunteers work to fight poverty and disease around the world.
Over a period of years, I'd heard a couple of interviews about people that had gone to Russia, Southeast Asia, Africa, and I always thought, I'd like to do that one day. And coming up to retirement, I thought, I'm going to fill in the form and see what happens.
VSO sent Pam to the district of Mirya in the northwest of Uganda. In this remote rural area, many people live in poverty. A lot of villages don't have running water, and people have to get their water from a pump. Life expectancy in Uganda is only 45. Pam worked with a team of local community volunteers who traveled around the district, giving families mosquito nets and talking to them about malaria prevention, as well as other health issues.
I was lucky because when I arrived in Uganda, VSO gave me medication, and that was a tablet every day of my stay during my 2 years. So I took the tablet, I never forgot, and I never got malaria. They also gave me a treated mosquito net, which I used every night of my stay there.
Long-term treated mosquito net.
If Pam hadn't taken malaria tablets or had forgotten to use her mosquito net, she might have caught malaria living in Mirya. And unfortunately, this is the reality for many of the people she worked with who couldn't afford tablets or mosquito nets.
The only way to prevent getting malaria is to sleep under a treated mosquito net. And of course, local people can't afford to buy them. They're not provided free by the government. They are given out by some charities some of the time.
The volunteers all knew that if the nets weren't used properly, they wouldn't protect anyone from malaria, so education was an essential part of their work.
You need to understand why you need the net, what you're preventing, and how it is best to use the net. So the project that I was working on really believed that giving a net alone isn't enough. You need to have an education package with it.
It was quite a change from Pam's life in England. Pam lived in the community and had to adapt to a very different standard of living, although there were also many similarities.
Well, surprisingly, you can go to a cash point, you can go to a hole in the wall, you can get some money out of your UK bank account if you need it. Having said you can go to the hole in the wall, some days it doesn't work. Some days there's no electricity. It's very much the same. There are shops of a sort, Lucky 7 supermarket, which we used to joke that if there were 7 things you wanted, you were lucky. But you just adjust your life.
Okay.